Well, what a very telling Prime Minister's questions that just was. Yes, of course, Boris is fighting for his survival, a series of endless, pathetic excuses about he didn't know the rules. Well, come on, he set them in the first place. Starmer turned the whole thing into a complete joke, and he was quite funny, but nothing very telling. There was a big moment when David Davis, of all people, veteran Tory MP, got up. It sounded like he might defend Boris Johnson. He then came out with a famous historical quote and said to the Prime Minister, "In the name of God, go. It's only a matter of time before Boris Johnson does go." But something much more significant happened, in my view, at PMQs that tells me, and I think perhaps you too, all we need to know about our politicians. Christian Wakeford. Yes, I know you've never heard of him. He's the Conservative Member of Parliament for Bury South. He was elected with a narrow majority of 402. And I'll bet you most people in Bury South don't know who Christian Wakeford is. MPs delude themselves that it's all a personal vote. It's not. Most of us vote for a party leader we like or against a party leader we might be scared of. It's kind of almost a presidential system, although in theory it isn't. But in reality, it is. So Wakeford decides, I am going to cross the floor and join the Labour Party, and sits there as a Labour MP. And of course, he's cheered by the Labour benches, he's hissed by the Tory benches, and Keir Starmer welcomes the Honourable Member for Bury South, and Boris Johnson responds by saying the Conservatives will win it back at the next election under his leadership. But where is the principle in this? What right do members of Parliament have to cross the floor, to join different parties when they've been elected under a particular ticket? We saw this going on during the Brexit debacle. We saw MPs changing parties, ignoring their voters' wishes, and no one today, nobody in the media, nobody in the Commons has mentioned the fact that he is actually the Dishonourable Member for Bury South, because if he really believes he wants to sit as a Labour MP, he should put himself up for a by-election and let the voters in Bury South decide. And if they re-elect him as a Labour MP, that's fine. Back in 2013 and 14, quite a significant number of Tory MPs approached me wanting to defect to UKIP. I won't reveal their names, that wouldn't be fair and reasonable. But I said to all of them, I can't have you sitting as a UKIP MP, having been elected as a Conservative, without you holding a by-election. And indeed, Douglas Carswell and Mark Reckless defected to UKIP, immediately resigned as MPs, held by-elections in their seats and won it as UKIP candidates. That is trusting the people. That is not treating people with arrogance. And what I've learned today, again, even Boris Johnson didn't say there should be a by-election. It's because these are professional career politicians. They use you, the voter, merely as fodder. You are there to further their political ambitions, and there are very few of them who, frankly, have got two principles they can rub together. Today was very telling, and I must say, I do feel our career, professional, political class are a pretty rotten lot.
Thank you for watching this video. Now, to make sure you don't miss any future videos, please click the subscribe icon and the notification bell. Until next time, when I give you another story that mainstream media dare not cover.